got those first 5 points now ordered on the sheet. So let's see how you've done with those. So the first one was that Joe upset the colonel. So remember that noise Joe made to upset the colonel. Don't need to hear it, guys. So Kyron, please stop doing that. And the colonel threatened Tommy and Charlie. Jimmy insulted Joe to Tommy. Charlie stood up to Jimmy when Jimmy was fighting against Tommy, and then Jimmy and Charlie got punished. Okay. So see how you did with those? Hopefully you've identified them correctly. Now, if you're not sure with 4 and 5, or you weren't sure from remembering the text, just have a think. If somebody stood up to somebody, are they going to be punished before they stand up to them, or are they going to be punished for the fight? So that number 5 would be logically that final point where they're getting punished for the fight. Thinking now about our second question, if we look back to chapter 1, can you just use one word to describe Mr. Munnins? And once you've thought of one word, can you think out why you'd explain this choice? So have a think. One word, an adjective or a noun. Think about it. I'll give you an example of a couple. So I could choose bully, and I could choose this word to describe Mr. Munnins because he uses his power to make the lives of those with less power than him miserable, such as Tommy, who he taunts on his first day at school. Or I could think about a second person. I could think about vengeful, and I could choose this word to describe Mr. Munnins because it demonstrates, so this adjective of vengeful, it demonstrates that he holds grudges against the whole Peaceful family when he says, first a Charlie Peaceful, now a Tommy Peaceful. And here I am, your lord and master, which treat and he reminds them that he feels he's being punished, and he shows that he doesn't want to have these peacefuls in his family. Okay, so you could have the noun of bully, or you could have the adjective of vengeful. So you could pick either word, but the key part of the answer is that you explain with reference to the text. So I'd say that the second answer is better because it has a direct quotation from the text that demonstrates why that word has been chosen. Your second section of your work, guys, is if you look at the. Sorry, I'm just going back. On this sheet, you've got those retrieval questions, and then you've got to describe the colonel in one word. So rather than Mr. Munnins, I want you to think of either a noun or an adjective for the colonel, and then I want you to explain at the bottom of that why you've chosen that one. Okay, so you've got those retrieval questions, which just pull some information from the text that you've read, and then I'd like you also to think about the colonel and an adjective or a noun to describe the colonel, and an explanation for why you've picked that word. Okay, so it can't just be mean because he's mean, because we're brilliant writers, we're brilliant readers, and we're going to do better than that. So can you have a go at that for me, year 6? Okay, look forward to seeing those. Thank you. Bye-bye.